Hi everyone, my name is Siobhan and I'm the owner of Siobhan's Cakes and Bakes. I'm based here in Crossmolina in County Mayo. I have a little cake business that I have been doing for the last number of years, and I do mostly occasions, weddings, birthdays, christenings, that kind of thing. But due to the COVID and lockdowns and stuff, orders have been slow, so we've started with online demonstrations. Most of these can be found on my Facebook and Instagram pages, but some groups also get in contact with me to do private demonstrations as well. So for today's class, we are going to be making some gingerbread men. So if you want to follow me over here to the table and we will get started. Okay guys, so you have your ingredients and your method list already got. So I have all mine weighed out and we're ready to go on that. I find if you have all your ingredients weighed out, ready to go with your utensils, it makes things a lot easier for your baking process. So up on the screen now guys is going to be your utensils for what you need for your gingerbread men. So you will need a medium bowl, a sieve with some baking parchment or greaseproof paper. I have a wire rack for the gingerbread men when they come out of the oven, a medium-sized saucepan, some cutters for using to cut out your gingerbread men. If you don't have any, the likes of gingerbread, or I have some Easter cutters here, you can use the likes of your scone cutters as well. They work perfectly fine. I have a palette knife or a butter knife is fine to use as well, just to lift the gingerbread off the tray. A wooden spoon, your weighing scales to weigh out all your ingredients, rolling pin, and your oven tray with your either silicone mat to stop stuff from sticking to it, or greaseproof paper. Okay, so we can get started. Okay, so to begin with guys, we're going to preheat our oven firstly. So just when you're putting all your stuff into the oven, it's a nice even heat and you don't have to wait when your stuff is on the table ready to go to put your stuff into the oven for the temperature to come back up. So while you're making your stuff, your oven can be preheating as well, so you have no delays. Okay, so we're going to turn on our oven now at 180 degrees. And I always like to cook stuff in the middle of the oven so that it's even heat throughout. So I'm using a fan oven. If you have a gas oven, reduce down your temperature slightly. Okay, so to begin with, we are going to get our saucepan. And to the saucepan, we're going to add our brown sugar, our butter, and our golden syrup. So our brown sugar and our butter can go into the saucepan. And here's a little tip for you guys: when dealing with golden syrup, it's very stringy and sticky and kind of sticks to everything. So if you heat your spoon in hot water and a cup, it'll fall off your spoon a lot easier when you want to put it into the likes of your saucepan. Okay, so there's no trying to get it off the spoon and it's sticking and half it is off and that kind of way. So, and if you do find that it is sticking slightly, just dip it back into your hot water again and go in for another spoon. Okay, so that's my golden syrup weighed out as well. And we can put this on a medium heat now till it's all melted, the sugar has dissolved and it's all come together. Okay, so while that's melting now guys, we can sieve our flour, my bread soda or baking soda also known as, and our ginger into our bowl, so that when our wet ingredients is ready, all we simply have to do is add it into our dry ingredients and mix it together. So I just like to have a sheet of baking parchment here that I just sieve any of the flour ingredients that I'm using onto it. So it just gets rid of any lumps that you don't want in your gingerbread men, or the likes if you're doing a cake, that kind of thing. Once you add the dry ingredients into wet ingredients, you're not going to get rid of any lumps like that. So before you add them in, you need to do this so that you have a nice smooth flour. Okay, so that's gone into our mixing bowl. So that's ready for to use now when our wet ingredients has melted down. Okay, so our sugar has dissolved into the golden syrup, but as you can see, the butter isn't melted in yet, so it just needs another few minutes to melt down and we should be good to go then. Okay, so we're good to go now. It's all nicely melted. You can see it's starting to bubble there as well, so we'll take it off the heat before the sugar starts to burn, and we can pour this straight into our dry ingredients. Okay. Okay, so just be careful with the saucepan as well, guys, as it is hot with the syrup and the sugar in it. Okay, so just straight in. So this is a nice simple recipe to get you started for the coming weeks. Okay, so make sure you get all your wet ingredients out, and we can give it a mix till it's all combined together and into a soft dough. And you should start to get that smell of ginger now when the wet ingredients has hit the dry. Okay, so that's all mixed together. So what we do now is put out a sheet of our greaseproof paper, and we pour our mix, our dough, onto the greaseproof. So if you wanted to leave this to sit for a minute just to cool before rolling it, you can, as well, as it is quite hot, the dough. Okay, and to that then we'll add a layer of greaseproof over it again, and then we can roll it out. So when the layer of greaseproof is over it, it's not sticking to our rolling pin, and we can work with the dough. So we're going to roll it to about the thickness of a €1 coin. So try and get a nice even roll all around your dough, so you can turn it as you go along. So you can peel back your paper as you need it to see if it's thick enough or thin enough. So we're going to pop this in the fridge now for about 15 minutes to cool, and then we can cut it out, our shapes out of that. If you want to put it onto your oven tray and you can place it into the fridge from there, then it makes it easier for you, as the greaseproof is quite floppy to work with when the ingredients is hot. Okay, so after you've left your gingerbread dough in the fridge for about 15 minutes, you can just peel off your top layer nice and gently, so that you're not peeling away any of the dough with it. Now sometimes it might come, but just nice and gently, and it'll just peel away for you, like so. So if you wanted then to use, you could use this sheet on your baking tray for your gingerbread for going into the oven. Okay, so I'm just going to pull the tray underneath off, so we have that ready to go for our gingerbread now. Okay, so I have just a bit of flour here that I'm just going to put out onto my surface, just to dip the cutter into it before we cut out the shape, just so the dough doesn't stick to our cutter. So I have some little Easter bunnies, and I have some nice little butterflies for springtime, and I have gingerbread man and a woman. Now if you don't have them, normal circle cutters is fine, you can decorate them then as you want them as well. So just to make sure, guys, if you're using different size cutters, say this size and this size for example, to keep your larger gingerbread men on one tray and the smaller on another, because the larger will take longer to cook than the smaller, and you don't want to have to leave them in the oven and your smaller ones to get burned while you're still waiting for the larger ones to cook. So I have the top layer of the greaseproof taken off, and I'm just going to peel the bottom layer away from the dough so we can roll it out. Okay, so it is quite sticky, but it is firm to work with. So this just gives us a bit easier to roll when we're cutting out the shapes out of the dough. Okay, so it's all held together. And I'm just going to lightly flour our surface and just kind of coat your dough in the flour to get ready for rolling. So we're rolling it out again into the thickness of our €1 coin. So lightly flour your kneading rolling pin as well, and just roll it out. Now roll the same side all the time. You don't need to be turning over your dough. Now you can turn it to roll, but there's no need to turn it upside down to roll. You can just keep rolling the same side, a few rolls and turn, a few rolls and turn. And keep your rolling pin nice and floured so that it doesn't stick to the dough. This is just a silicone roller I have. The wooden rolling pins work perfectly fine as well. If you don't have a rolling pin, the likes of a water bottle or a wine bottle is fine as well. So just a bit of flour on your hands, and then you can start cutting out your cutter from your cutters. So just press it down, give it a little wiggle. It might either stay in the dough or it'll lift off. So you can just gently then place it onto your tray. So when you're placing it onto your tray, just to remember to leave enough room in between each gingerbread men or whatever cutter you're using, as they will slightly expand and you don't want them to stick to each other. Okay guys, so I have my tray filled with I've done a few gingerbread men and I put a few butterflies in. So as you can see, I've left a nice bit of room in between each one as well, just to allow for them to slightly expand and that they won't stick to each other. So with your dough, you can ball it up again and roll it out as before and cut out your designs from it and pop them on your baking tray, just to remember to keep like with like for a nice even bake. So with these ones now, I can place into the oven. So we'll give them 8 to 10 minutes and we can see the colour begin to change in them and they'll begin to puff up a bit, and we know then that they're done. So we'll pop them in and just keep an eye on them. Okay. So just be careful when you're putting your tray into your oven not to burn your fingers. And we will check them then after about 8 minutes. So like that, if you have a gas oven, you might need to check them a bit sooner and to place them in the middle of your oven if you're using gas, as I find with a gas oven the heat rises to the top, so that the temperature at the top of the oven would be hotter than the middle. So place them in the middle just like I did as well.